Everyone loves to talk about the best heroes, but what about the heroes nobody wants? Are they actually a trash or people just follow the crowd? I asked top 10 players which hero they will never use, and there is couple names that keep popping up in every answer. And this is Constantine, Bushra and Herald. But are they really that bad, or there is a chance to actually make them usable? Before we skip these heroes forever, make sure you hit one like and tell me in the comments which hero you think is the worst one. Also subscribe so you don't miss more Age of Empires mobile guides. So let's talk about why some heroes is actually getting ignored. And of course you have like 5 legions, so some of the heroes are not going to find place there. So this is obvious, like Dio-chan, this is for gathering, but most likely you're not going to use her in your main legions. And this is completely fine. People want to have the best heroes, build the best gear, basically to make their legions extremely strong. So not many people actually care about the heroes that are underperforming, and since not everybody is going to have all the heroes, since they're, you know, from specific places, I think this is extremely important also which heroes to actually avoid. And to be honest, sometimes the hero is just misunderstood. Some heroes end up to be extremely effective, even though when they was presented in the game, some people was thinking that they're complete trash. But if everybody is saying specific hero is a trash, is this actually a trash hero? Let's break it down. So let's check it out, the 3 most useless heroes from point of the players. And of course, one of these hero is Bushra. I think I have her actually level 50. I actually test her. This is a Bushra, sorry, Bushra. She's martial, pikeman and cavalry. The other hero that people don't like that much, and it's a hero that I actually don't have, and this is Constantine the Great. And final one is Herald, which is a swordsman. I'm not so sure, did I actually level up? Yeah, till level 10. This is Herald word, and also is apart from the heroes that people think is not actually that good. Now I have some suggestion about 2 more heroes. I have to say one of them is King Derek. Maybe people was thinking that it's so easy to get, you know, emblems or medals for this hero to be leveled up, and people are thinking if the game actually give us medals, I think this hero is not so good. But I think King Derek is a good one. Some people are using him only for the gathering. It still is useful even for gathering. And the other one is what was the name? I forgot him. That is from the daily missions. I mean, not the missions, the explorational missions, and this is King Derek, basically this bad boy here. Also, this hero is still have a gathering, which in my opinion, having a heroes that is a gathering heroes, they're going to be always useful for you. Now, from the since some people are looking only from the military speciality, these heroes I still think is very good. But let's go over the heroes that people are not actually happy with, and think, is this heroes actually that useful, or there is a hidden strategy for them? So I'm going to start with the Constantine. Right now I don't have Constantine. I think he was from the VIP, if I remember right, VIP chest, so he's actually extremely hard to get. I mean, first you have to go for Miyamoto, and after this, I don't know after how many VIP levels this bad boy is going to appear. So at VIP 12, that I'm far away from this VIP. Finally, I'm going to be able to get Constantine, or at least start getting some medals from the Constantine. The moment I think you get him, you're going to be able to, you know, use universal medals, something that I can actually also use with Miyamoto, and actually progress with this hero. Since at the beginning I'm guilty about this, but I was thinking Miyamoto was only be able to get some medals from the chest, but also you can exchange for the universal medals. So I think it's going to be same with the Constantine. So let's check it out, the Constantine. First thing that make me impression, he's a swordsman. So we already have Miyamoto, we have Trip Huana, we have Hammurabi, and we have Yodit. This is 3 extremely strong heroes from the military speciality warrior, and I'm actually using them what? So let's check out this bad boy, why people are thinking he's that useless. Dealt my damage up to 2 enemy troops in the fan shape area. Damage is not wow crazy. Reduce your troop damage taken by some percentage and genuine control immunity. Well, right now I'm not quite sure the control immunity is something that people are looking for. For 6 seconds, grant 100 initial rage. So from here, it's only reducing your troop damage taken that catch my eyes. But keep in mind that swordsmen already are the tanks in this game. So if you want to make a balance, for example, for marksmen, in my opinion, getting some more defense, getting more damage taken reduction, is just going to increase the survivability of the marksmen that is having the biggest damage in this game. So I'm not quite sure, this is maybe for some crazy tank build. And the damage is not that much. On the 2 enemy troops in the fan-shaped area, Miyamoto is actually hitting 3 enemy troops. If I have to compare him with a current hero that I'm using as a commander, this is Miyamoto. I think he was hitting 3 legions, very good, and reduced the skill damage of the targets, reduced the skill damage of the targets by 20%. So I actually, what I'm thinking in the fight is, the normal attacks is not something that matter that much, let's be honest. It's just small hits. But when the skill damage hits, this is the moment where the big damage actually arrive. And I think from this point, Miyamoto, I'm going to give a point for Miyamoto. But what about if we want to use Constantine as a deputy? We have to compare him with Hammurabi, Trip Huana, King Derek. I'm not going to place him there, but I think Yodit also is a hero that is a great compliment for Miyamoto. So let's check out the signature skill of this bad boy. And this is recover your troops units, recover rate some percentage might bonus every time your commander activates a signature active skill, reduce your troop damage taken by some percentage might bonus for 3 seconds. So from first look, this is absolutely only for tanking and nothing else. Only for tanking. And if you're going to use Miyamoto as a commander, you want to boost this bad boy, you want to boost some damage. So if I compare him with the rest of the military specialty, it's going to be legendary, warrior, and it's going to be swordsman. So this is the heroes there. On the first place is going to be Miyamoto. And here's the thing, right now with the military specialty warrior and new coming heroes in the game, you are just, you have to pick one of these heroes if you want to build a legion. Some heroes is going to be for 2 troops, for example, which is a great, for example, like Josephine, she can also be marksman or archer. But for now, if I have to compare him with Trip Huana, since she's going to be deputy, so far I think Miyamoto is the best commander. But for the signature skill, increase the activational chance of your commander signature active skill. Absolutely crazy hero. Recover units with some percentage. Of course, for the Constantine, he is also recover some units. When your commander signature active, after entering the battle for 3 seconds, increase your commander signature active skill activation extra 50% for 12 seconds. I'm not going to go over this spell since, this is something that depends strongly on the playstyle you're going to go, and most of the times it's close to same spells there. So I'm going to also compare with Yodit. Deals might damage once to the target, some percentage might bonus, and add 1 stack of deterrence. With each stack of deterrence, increase the hero might by some percentage up to 4 stacks. Also, there is some percentage chance to enter in damage immunity state. This is crazy. Damage immunity state. Troops in damage immunity state ignores all damage taken. State for 1 second during all damage is ignored. So you see Constantine with what he's actually competing. And even though it's extremely hard to get this hero, it's actually from the VIP 12 and more. So you open the next VIPs, you're going to get more of his universal, his medals. I think Yori, Trip Juana, and Miyamoto, just there is no place for Constantine. Now if you want to build something like a tanky legions, I still think since the infantry or the swordsmen are struggling for the damage and they have a commander that is absolutely crazy and do pretty decent amount of damage, I think there is no place for something to make this legion more tanky. I think the tanky part is actually on the pikeman side. Even though pikemen have less defense from the swordsman, I think pikemen right now is maybe one of the best tanks in the game. So I can agree that I'm not going to use Constantine even if I have him in my legions, but in same time I already have the 3 heroes that currently I'm using. Now some people are also using Hammurabi, and Hammurabi's signature skill is inflicting rot. So rot, this is specific, how to say it, a specific way of playing, specific, how to say it, building allegiance around the rout effect, let's say it like this. On the target, causing damage, blah blah blah, and something. And King Derek is the second hero that is going to benefit from this rout damage. Deals might damage to the target, blah blah blah. If the target is in root state, increase their might damage taken by some percentage. So you can see how this rout benefits. So you can actually build a legion around this rout. So I think Hammurabi and King Derek is still very good, even though that I use King Derek for Gathering. I still think he's having pretty decent place on the battlefield. Now Josephine, since you know a marksman, archer and swordsman, sometimes I use her with one just for the siege damage. There is a build with the siege damage, but she's universal. And I actually left only Herald, that is for cavalry and swordsman, and just Constantine the Great. And speaking about the Herald, let's check out the Herald. Why he cannot actually find place in any combo. So I'm going to start with the commander skill of this bad boy. Increase the damage of all heroes active and secondary strike skills by some percentage, and reduce your troops damage taken from pikemen. So this is actually counter and is for specific troops, since you know, if swordsmen counter pikemans, and here is like reducing the damage from the pikemans. This is extremely specific situation. This type of situation you may not actually find on the battlefield. And check it out, the signature skill deals might damage to the enemy troop, some percentage might bonus, and increase the damage of your commander customizable active and secondary strike skill by some percentage might bonus for 6 seconds. Again, this cannot actually compete with Trip Huana and cannot actually compete with Yorid. Now, since he's a cavalry, I also have decent military specialty warrior legion, where there is actually Wubu there with Guan Ui and Atiwa, so I don't see even a place for this hero in this legion. So I think this is maybe one of the main reasons, since he cannot actually be gathering hero, like for example King Derek, and at the same time cannot fit well for the swordsman and cavalry. So let's talk about the Bushra, and is there hidden reason that you want to invest in her? Let's see. So I'm going to take out this thing. Oh, military specialty. Okay, this thing don't actually matter. And I think I have her level 50, so we're going to also check her. And she's a pikeman and cavalry. Now, right now, from what I see, Caesar is something like a meta for now. So he's also martial pikeman, even though pikemen actually counter cavalry. So I think this may be something for countering Wubu. I don't know, let me know in the comments below. But let's check out Bushra and why people actually don't like her that much. Again, this is a pikeman cavalry, so we have to actually think on the both sides. Let me just get legendary. It's going to be pikeman, going to be martial, and it's going to be also, first we're going to check out the pikeman. So we see here we have Julius Caesar, we have Ram, and we have Octavian. So far a lot of people are saying this is the meta combo in Age of Empire right now. So Bushra is something like put it aside. And let's check out her spells, by the way. Reduce your troop all damage taken, which is good during this period when your troop is hit by a normal attack. There is a 50% chance to recover your troop units, which this is a good skill, but it's a commander skill. And most likely, since Caesar most likely is going to be the commander here, might damage up to 3 enemy troops, and more people are actually focusing over AoE damage dealer. And the reason is simple. You're going to use them very well in the arena, since in the arena there is like 4 legions, so 3 legions for sure you're going to be able to hit. Even when the first one die, you're still going to fight against 3 legions, so this is a perfect fit. And this is, I think, one of the main reasons why people go with specific heroes. One of them is actually the AoE damage. And increase all of your heroes' damage by some percentage. This is level 1 and the damage is crazy for level 1. For 6 seconds. Grant 150 initial range upon entering in the battle. There is something about Caesar. You see most of the pikemen actually have this counter attack, and by most of the pikemen I mean, for example, Leonidas, Bondica and so on. So here the things are turn based. And this is going to be the second spell of the Caesar, deals might damage to the enemy troop every 9 seconds. So this is every 9 seconds, which I don't know, turn based is something that I have mixed feelings about this. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about turn based heroes, guaranteed to be activated between the center intervals. So if for example every 2 seconds you're doing damage, so every 9 seconds you actually trigger something, it's like 20% chance to trigger the specific spell. But I don't know. So let's check it out. The other one is Octavian. But yeah, we're talking about Bushra. So most likely she's not going to be the commander, okay? So the only thing that can actually save her right now is going to be her signature skill. Recover your troops units some percentage armor bonus every 9 seconds. And there is some percentage chance to inflict disarm effect on the enemy troop for 3 seconds. Now this disarm effect is a good thing. But it's not something ignoring damage that we saw with the previous heroes. It's just the normal attack. They cannot actually receive normal attack. Disarmed heroes cannot use normal attack after the effect ends. They cannot be disarmed for 3 seconds. We're talking about the normal attacks. And keep in mind, the main power of the legions is coming from the hero spells. It's not coming from the normal attack. Maybe exception can be Mulan, that can do a secondary strike, and with double attack she can do multiple attacks, but still this is a might damage, it's not normal attack. And normal attack, I think in Age of Empire Mobile is something that you may not actually need that much. So let's check out the signature skill of Octavian. Deals might damage to the enemy troop every 6 seconds, which starting by the way with pretty decent amount of percentage. Add 1 stack of Supreme Mark. Mark can be placed on the hero or troop. Skills will trigger effect based on the number of the max. Every time your troop activates a signature turn-based skill, so here we start seeing some synergy here, or signature secondary strike skill, when there is 8 stacks, the stacks will be consumed to increase your troop damage by some percentage for 9 seconds. 9 seconds, this is huge amount of time, and the starting percentage is also absolutely brutal. This is so much. So I think the signature skill for sure is better from the Bushra. And let's talk about the Ram. Now Ram is every 6 seconds. Again, the signature skill is starting from 6 seconds, so the Octavian and Ram signature skill is going to trigger at the same time, since it's also turn-based. So you start seeing some synergy here. By 4 up to 6 stacks for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. This is a must-have, must-get hero. Must-have, must-get hero. Period. Since I don't actually have him, I'm curious from where he, the mightiest governor. Now this hero is a game changer. It's just a game changer for all of your heroes, for your 5 legions. This stacks is crazy. So there is just no place left for Bushra. So I cannot say there is a heroes that, you know, you're not going to be used, but so far these 3 heroes cannot find place there. And you have to keep in mind that every hero you're collecting costs resources, and you have to be extremely smart with your resources. So is these heroes actually worth collecting? And some of the heroes is going to be extremely hard to be collected. And okay, let me go back to my heroes. Like Constantine, this is extremely hard to be get it. You have to actually spend a lot of money to somehow boost your VIP. So definitely for a hero that starts from VIP 12, I was expecting way more. I was expecting, not gonna lie, way more from Constantine, since it's extremely hard to get hero. Now, rest of the heroes I cannot actually say is that hard. For example, Herald is a hero that I think, if I remember right, you can get him for from the tavern, so it's not that hard to get hero, okay. But in the same time, Bushra, I think there was a couple places where you can also get Bushra. I'm not quite sure actually. I think she's something that you have to spend on. Yeah, definitely. Hero Rally obtained by participating in the Hero Rally event and medal exchange. I have like 1 from 3. I'm not quite sure from where I actually get her. But yeah, Hero Rally. You can get her from here. So I think there was also one event, if not event, but you know, this expeditional stuff that you can actually get her from there. Yeah, Bushra, I actually get her from here. And here you also have Julius Caesar, a hero that most of the people think are meta in this game. And every wrong getted hero and investing in this hero is just something that you cannot afford, especially for your universal medals. It is something that you have to be extremely careful. Now, if you want to go and exchange, this thing here is extremely hard to get. Now, some people are not thinking like this because they can actually get it from expedition, but it's a single one and it can arrive maybe one time per 1 day, or maybe one time per 2 days. It's still something that is not easy to get. There's a small events here and there where you can actually get a universal legendary medals, but you have to keep in mind something. You need 590 medals to make one hero 5-star. So better focus over one hero, you know, building some strong legion from this, just to randomly pick heroes, especially heroes that are, how to say it, not that strong and expensive. Not strong hero is maybe the most worst thing you can actually go for, just because you also have to spend there. Now, should you even level up these heroes? Let's break it down. Now, at the beginning I actually mentioned Darius the Great and I mentioned King Derek, and those heroes actually deserve your attention and your level. The main reason is from talents you can actually go and maybe go for the Gathering. Where is the Gathering, by the way? No, this is not the Gathering. Yeah, this is a Gathering. Increase Gathering speed. So slowly you can actually build more and more Gathering speed. Leveling up this hero, also getting some of these spells. And by leveling the hero, you're also going to increase your legion capacity. So you can actually catch up with these events where there is a level 6 nodes with 12 million resources inside. You need pretty decent big legion to actually gather this thing on one time. And nobody actually like when somebody left like 3 millions on 6 event node, you know. So this one definitely is going to be a good idea to be leveled up, and also King Derek. But for these 3 heroes, my personal opinion is they don't deserve your attention and your level. But sometimes the worst heroes become overpowered the next day when there is some new hero presented, or they can actually get boosted from the game. So should you actually have this hero? My personal opinion is yes. At least get them just to have them. Tomorrow something may actually change, and Bushra, for example, to become very good hero with some twist in her spells. Same for the Herald and same for Constantine. Definitely I think the game should think about the Constantine a little more, since this is extremely expensive, hard to get hero. And yeah, definitely just get them. Maybe this one is an exception, but the rest of them is not that hard to be get. And some of them you're going to get them even if you don't like it, because it's from the tavern. If this video helped you to save some extra medals, hit this like and let me know in the comments which is the worst hero you actually invest in. And if you want to see more Age of Empire mobile guides, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn the bell notification. But Heroes is not the only booster for your troops, so if you want to see what mistake I make with my civilization, I'm going to put one video here so you can go and check it out and tell me which civilization you start with and which civilization you think is the worst one.